After a very humble 22 hours spent on one thing, swashbuckling, I can now without a doubt share just how good Black Flag Resynced actually is. So if you haven't been living under a rock, you know that the fourth and most successful Assassin's Creed game ever just got a remake. Damn it if I'm wrong, but this is one of the few exceptional cases where rebuilding and repackaging a product genuinely is good, genuinely sells good, and genuinely is kinda smart. And this being my 7th mainline Assassin's Creed game, I don't think that I'm wrong. With the debatable success following the release of Shadows, Ubisoft focused hard, and the fruits of their labor. A main thing people often think of when games get remastered is graphics, and Black Flag absolutely delivered on that front. The environment is mostly where these graphics shine, with cities in close second. The foliage, trees, and all the bushes are way more immersive than the original, and the day-night cycle and weather only add to the overall immersion. The gameplay also got a huge makeover. Combat in the original game was alright, I was never obsessed with it, but it was fine. However, after playing Resynced as someone who's against the RPG-style Assassin's Creeds, combat was addictive and grounding. There's no axe teleportation or fire spells, it's just clean, mechanical sword fighting that shines mostly in how it looks, and it does. I mean, can we talk about this nasty leg sweep or these disrespectful finishers? Damn, this guy has no training, by the way. On a note of things that haven't changed as much, ship combat is still the satisfying cinematic dodge and weave that we all love. And thank goodness, because it is great. But of course, Ubisoft refuses to disappoint with ship content. Now in Resynced, there are 3 new officers available, along with Adewale, Padre, Lucy Baldwin, and Tobias Deadman Smith are all 3 new naval officers that you can recruit to crew the Jackdaw. They all add to the ship fighting agenda in their own ways, and also many weapons have unlockable secondary modes for different focuses on attacks. Parkour is among my most important things in Assassin's Creed, and my experience in Resynced is okay. It wasn't as flashy as Shadows, and sometimes it had a brain of its own, but when you layer that with the fact that there's not many huge exciting things to scale in the Caribbean, you're left with a parkour system that usually works and is definitely utilized, but I don't think I would ever load up the game just to do a free run or anything like that. Now to talk about the bane of all Black Flag players, tailing missions. But rejoice because they're patched. Ubisoft heard our cries against these missions, and now in Resynced, I notice way less tailing. And when there are tailing missions, breaking stealth does not desynchronize you, but presents a second way to continue the missions, whether tackling your target, getting information a different way, etc. I like this change. Personally, it could disrupt my stealth, as if I'm sneaking around and I get caught, I usually want to try and redo the mission more stealthily, but the game just forces me to move on, which can be annoying, but still worth the fix. At this point, I'm sure everyone watching this video knows about ports being in the world, so we'll play a clip here. Overall, the gameplay just has more to offer, and I would say exploring the world and just experimenting with mechanics of the game is so much more rewarding in this remake. Something I absolutely loved was the insane amount of collectible content added. It can totally change the vibe of the game just to have a different outfit on, or at very least, a cool thing to be able to collect. It's also not just outfits. There's loads of new swords, pistols, ship cosmetics, and even trinkets, which can offer huge gameplay changes, and you can wear up to 2 at once. Ubisoft also added little Easter eggs and explorables that are on random islands throughout the Caribbean, 3 naval officers, as I said, and a whole endgame sequence about Blackbeard titled A World Without Gold, and so many more things that make the game so worth it. There is so much to talk about with side quests, but I don't think I can make this the least bit entertaining, so just take my word that the world is riddled with them. In terms of difficulty, I don't have much to say. In my opinion, it's a little bit easier than the original, if anything, just because of the failed stealth not desynchronizing you. But I do think that it has become more work to fully upgrade the Jackdaw, just because of the base upgrades and the naval officers and all the secondary fire modes. My experiences with bugs are surprisingly quite minimal. Ubisoft is known for having bumpy launch experience because of bugs, but nothing broke my game personally. It's annoying when you try to parkour but you get stuck in a crevice between a pot and a wall, and when you have to wait for your character to refresh mid-vault because the parkour can be janky, but that's the worst I experienced. The AI is okay. I still can't appreciate anything from Ubisoft after having played RDR2, but I think that putting some more effort into lifelike NPCs can bring the game a long way. Now a part that'll make people happy, performance. My gaming PC is pretty mid-end. I have an AMD 6th gen GPU with minimal ray tracing power, but that being said, I could pump the ray tracing to high, the graphics settings all to ultra, and squeeze out a steady 65 FPS. The game, while looking phenomenal, can run without hiccups on my computer. Overall, I think Resynced is definitely worth a buy whether or not you've played the original. You can clearly tell that this game is made with the love and intention that the old Assassin's Creed games were made with. It's safe to say that Black Flag Resynced was one of Ubisoft's biggest wins.